Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DFS experience for Thursday, February 29th. We're going to start right away. We're going to start with point guard. We got SGA 10.7K. Fine value and play him. Great matchup against the Spurs. Jalen Brunson, 9.6K. Mr. Consistent. Golden State does give up a lot of fantasy points to the guards. So I like Brunson here at 9.6. He's still too cheap. Curry 9.5. He's an okay shot. He's an okay play. I mean, if you're playing a few lineups, you'll throw Curry in one, Brunson in one. DeJounte Murray's been playing very well. Going up against the Brooklyn Bums. You got to fire up Murray. All four of these guys look good. They look great. Booker, 9.2K, absolutely in play. Damian Lillard, in an amazing matchup. I think they just played and they blew them out by like 50 or whatever it is. Damian Lillard, he's found, he was playing awful before the All-Star break, and now he's playing amazing. I knew that you could kind of tell this was going to carry over. He's 8.8K, a little bit too cheap, a little bit back to his old self. Play him. Vassell, 7.1. I don't mind him. I like the guards around him, but I don't mind him. If you want to play Vassell, you can play Vassell. I don't mind that. Beal, I'm not interested in Beal. Beal's been injury prone since his last few years in Washington. Whenever he goes into the locker room, he never comes back. He's broken down, and it is what it is. You get to a certain age, certain things don't heal the way they're supposed to heal, and you also don't recover as quick as you used to. It is what it is. No, nothing personal. I just can't play him. I just can't use my hard-earned money to play him in a DFS contest because his body's unreliable. You feel me? Bradley Beal is not in my player pool. Van Vliet. I don't remember the last time Van Vliet had a real good game. Let me see. Maybe I'm missing something. 28, 22, 42. 42 at 6.7K is okay. That's nothing to fucking do a somersault about. 30 fantasy points, 15 fantasy points. Van Vliet need to go back to Toronto because I don't recognize this character. Anyway, let's continue. He's not in my player pool because he's shown time and time again that he can't be trusted and he's not going to hit value. So what are we playing him for? When you have 6 games, you have a lot of other people to choose. Bogdan. Listen, if Bogdan fails you, he's going to go down swinging. You see what I'm saying? He's going to take a lot of shots. Fire up Bogdan Bogdanovic. Jalen Green, you could take a shot on. Men Thompson, 5.9K. I know he's still getting minutes. Well, minutes are coming down. Guess what? No, thank you, buddy. I don't need him if he's not going to start. Podziemski, 5.8. He is going to start. He's an okay play. Keontae George, you could take a shot on. I'm not interested in Chris Paul. And nobody on earth knows what's going on with Josh Giddey's minutes. 20 minutes last game. 27, 23, 22, 23, and 20. He's hitting value or close to value in these limited minutes, but I need guys that's going to be on the court. I don't play that shit. Trey Mann, you can take a shot on him. Schroeder, if he starts, 5.2. He's in play. I don't trust Ben Simmons. He played 15 and 14 minutes. They got a new head coach over there. The Brooklyn Bums are already in turmoil. Now with the new head coach, they're in even more turmoil. I don't know what to tell you. I like Schroeder's price point. I think he's gonna get minutes. 26 and 25 last 2 games. But listen, and this price went up $400. I don't think. Listen, if you stay away from Brooklyn, you won't be missing anything. Trey Jones is okay. Jalen Suggs is in play. McBride is in play if Brunson can't go. Cole Anthony's minutes I don't get either because Cole Anthony is a good player. 25, 19, 21, 30, 26. There's just no consistency. Because we go play him tomorrow or Thursday, depending on when you're listening to this video, and then boom, he plays 9 minutes. Now what you gonna do? Burks, you could take a shot if there's no Brunson. I'm not interested in Dennis Smith Jr. There's a video of him walking off the court like a little bitch, even though I think they won that game. Yeah, they won a game. He didn't get a lot of minutes. He played 14 minutes. They won, but he was mad because he didn't get a lot of minutes. I can't play guys like that because how do I know he's just gonna go out there and not give a shit? I'm sorry. Not really interested in Fultz. Not an awful play, but when you're playing the three amigos, Suggs, Fultz, and Anthony, you don't know who's gonna do what. You feel me? The rest of these guys, I'm not interested in. Let's go to shooting guard. Mr. Booker 9-2 and play. DiVincenzo looks fine. Looks better without Brunson. Mikal Bridges. He's got to be one of the biggest flops in NBA history. He really, I'm not even going to waste my breath on him. He's an okay play. He's in a great matchup. I don't trust him. I'm not going to say I'm not going to play him, but I wouldn't put him in my main lineup. If I play like 4 or 5 lineups, I'll throw him in one, clench my ass cheeks together, and hope for the best. But he's failed us all season long. So, you know what? You are what you repeatedly do. Let's continue. Sexton, 6.7K in play. Brandon Miller, 6'5". You could take a shot. Clarkson, 5.9K. Been playing around 30 minutes. You could take a shot. Grayson Allen, 5.7. And Bradley Beal's not in. Grayson Allen looks a lot better. Klay Thompson is very tricky because he's going to have good games and he's going to have bad games. That's what streaky shooters do. If you're playing a few lineups, throw him in one. Cody Martin, you could take a shot. Malik Beasley, you could take a shot. Dylan Brooks, I'm not interested in. Lonnie Walker Jr., I'm not really interested. Look, it's an amazing matchup, but I can't trust these Nets. Lonnie Walker, 21 minutes, 1 for 9. Let's go to small forward. Miles Bridges, 8.2K. Absolutely in play. Markin is in play, 7.7. Franz Wagner's in play, 7.6. Gets a bump into Do Banchero. Josh Hart's been playing great. Last few games, 7.1. Fire him up. Sadiq Bey, you could take a shot. DeAndre Hunter, I'm not interested in. Sohan, you could take a shot. Kelvin Johnson, 4.9K, you could take a shot. Lou Dort, if I was playing 50 lineups, I probably still wouldn't put him in one. I'm not interested in Gordon Hayward, Champagne, Connington, Gary Payton. He's getting a few minutes, but, this is Steve Kerr we're talking about. 11, 14, 18 minutes. I can't face the 29-point performance. I can't do it. He shot 600. He shot 6 for 10. NBA players don't shoot 6 for 10, so I can't chase that. All right, before we go to power forward, if you're new here, welcome. Appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell, thumbs up the video. All that is very important as we continue to take this channel to astronomical places. Now, the reason you want to be subscribed because now I'm doing shorts. I'm releasing shorts clips. A little bit after the midday. I want to say midday because midday would be like the 3. Okay, it is midday. So after the midday injury reports, I'm releasing the shorts. And I'm giving out 3 players from FanDuel that I'm heavily interested in, and 3 players from DraftKings. And more often than not, those players are going into my final lineup. So you wanna catch those shorts clips when I put them out. So they're going out like a little bit after 1 p.m. East Coast time. Then you'll figure it out from wherever you are in the United States. Super chats are open. Channel memberships are open. Yeah, I think that's about it. Now the super the channel memberships, when you sign up and you become a member, I'm not getting the alert right away, but if you want, you could always send me. You can send me a message, or you could go into the chat. You can go into the chat and just say, "Hey, listen, I signed up," and then that way I know, and then we can do what we need to do. I think that's about it. Let's go to power forward. Let's wrap this shit up and let's get out of here. So power forward. Who else is here? Giannis 11-3. You know, I've been sour on Giannis all season long. You want to know why I've been so sour on Giannis? Because of this right here. You see the blocks and the steals? Giannis used to give us, 4 blocks, 3 steals a game. Now we're getting nothing. That's effort. You know what I'm saying? And you've seen in some interviews where he just like he don't know what's going on, so he's not playing. He's not the. This shit don't mean nothing to me. If I pay 11.3K for you and you give me 52 fantasy points, the fuck I'm supposed to do with this shit? That's not even 5 times value. This is not even. Don't let the numbers fool you. I always tell you guys, don't let the numbers fool you. If you're ever confused about numbers, just pull out a calculator. 11 times 7, 11.7, right? Times 5 is not 52. You see what I'm saying? So this guy's giving you back 4 times value. You're getting 4 times value back from Giannis. You're supposed to be happy about this? Nah, something's wrong with Giannis. 59. I can't. You're paying damn near 12K, right? You're paying 12K. You're looking for 6 times value. That's not 59 fantasy points. I know this game was a blowout, so he gets a pass, but you got to really break it down. Pull out your pen and paper. Look at the salary of the players that you want to play, times it by 6, and say to yourself, can this motherfucker get me to the promised land? Can he hit this number? If you don't think he could get that number, or 5, it don't have to be 6. You want to reach for the stars, obviously. But if they can't give you 5.5 times value, you're probably going to fail. You see these numbers that are put up every night for FanDuel and DraftKings. Gaudy numbers. 370s, 380s. I had to put up a 400 the other night, not just the cash, but, top 10 with 400s. What the fuck is a 400 on FanDuel? That's not easy to do. You know what I'm saying? DraftKings, 380, 370. What the fuck? You know what that means? You got to get every player correct. If you want to be like, if you want to win real money, you got to get every player correct. So, just don't just be playing players just to play them. Oh, Giannis, I'm playing Giannis today. What the fuck does that even mean? He's not even giving you 6 times value. I'm not saying he's not a good play. I'm just saying that he ain't giving you the full effort. That's all I'm saying. I'd rather play Wemby, who's cheaper. Now, let me show you the difference between effort. Look at this shit. And it's not nothing to do with him. Yeah, it got a little bit something to do with the fact that he's 9 feet tall. But Wemby plays with purpose. Wemby plays with effort. 4 blocks, 2 steals, 1 steal, 5 blocks, 3 blocks, 1 steal. He's trying. You know what I'm saying? And he's cheaper. Man, give me Wemby all day. And it's in the press conferences. Giannis is saying it himself that he's not himself. So I'm not picking on the guy. I'm just, when you're playing DFS, you need to take all the information that you can find on these players and, put it into your process. And that's what I'm doing. That's why, to me, Wemby's a better play than Giannis. If you want to play Giannis, you can play Giannis. If I'm playing 6, 7, 8 lineups, maybe I'll have Giannis in one. Absolutely. Giannis is one of the greatest fantasy producers of all time. I'm just saying right now, something's going on with him. That's all I'm saying. KD 9-7 in play. Banchero. We got to see what's going on with Banchero. He's dealing with something. If he can't go, Wagner gets a bump. We know that. I don't really trust the rest of Orlando. Jalen Johnson, 8.1. I kind of play him as much as I can. He never fails. 8.1K, fire him up. Jalen Williams in play, 7.2. Who else is here? Precious Achiuwa is an okay play. I'd rather Josh Hart. Josh Hart's been more aggressive. Jabari Smith be having these random games where he plays like he's Karl Malone, and then he has these other games where I don't know who he is. Last 3 games, 55, 52, and 42. He's playing a lot of minutes. If you want to jump off the cliff and play Jabari Smith Jr., I won't blame you. I think when I get to building these lineups, he might end up in my lineup. Just what happens sometimes with some of these players is that their coach get in their ass like, yo, what are you doing? Like, are you a star or are you a bitch? And that seems to be what's going on. Because you seen it happen with Jalen Green. You seen him go from being casual to having like 8-9 games in a row where he was aggressive. So hopefully this is happening with Jabari Smith, and we're on the beginning stretch of him playing very well for a lot of games. So fire up Jabari Smith. If he turns around and has 14 fucking fantasy points on Thursday, then oh well. John Collins, Draymond Green, Kuminga all in play. Bobby Portis 5.5 is in play. Cam Johnson 4.9K. I think he's back in the starting lineup, but he's still ass. 29. Look at this shit. He played more minutes and produced less fantasy points. Go figure. Fucking Brooklyn bums. You know what? Everybody from the Brooklyn bums, they're all banned. I'm just sick of them. All of them. What the fuck are they even doing? It's one thing to be a bad team, but you get some bad teams that try. Like Memphis tries. Right? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is Brooklyn doing? They're not even a G League team. They're like a high school team, like a high school JV team. Anyway, let's continue. If Royce O'Neal starts, he's in play. Mo Wagner, if you want to be sneaky. If you want to play Taylor Hendricks at 4.4K, I'm okay with that. You better play him now before his price goes up. Grant Williams is in play. Finney Smith, he's on Brooklyn, so do with that information what you will. Listen, if he starts, he's an okay play, but he still plays for Brooklyn. Bol is in play. Last 3 games, 14, 27, and 24 minutes, 21, 48, and 22 minutes. As long as he gets minutes, he's going to produce something. He's 3.9K, fire a Bol. Crowder, 3.7. Not much of a fantasy producer, but you could take a shot. Hope he hits a few threes. And the rest of these guys down here, not interested in them right now at the moment. All right, let's go to center. Let's wrap this up. Sengun is always in play, 8.5. Holmgren, 7.9 in play. Should be a little bit motivated to go up against his rookie counterpart, so I kind of like Holmgren for that. Every narrative that I've thought was important this season has been important. So I thought that fuck that, we don't got time for all that, but my narratives have been on point all season. I like Holmgren going up against Wemby. Everybody's talking about Wemby this, Wemby that. ESPN clips of Wemby all night, all morning. I think Chet is going to go up there and try to shove that ball down his throat. So, pause. So, fire up Chet Holmgren. Nurkic, I'm not interested in. Claxton might be like my favorite, like the only net I have a little bit of respect left for. But being on that team kind of brings him down. And what did I just say? 27 minutes, 16 fantasy points. This guy was dropping 40, 50 fantasy points at one point. I don't know. Anyway, Hartenstein, what's his minutes looking like? I know they were ramping him back up. 27 minutes. So maybe we get 30 tomorrow. 30 minutes. Can't even speak straight. 30 minutes of Hartenstein at 6K. I like it. Fire me up. Fire up Hartenstein. Brook Lopez is always an okay play. Nick Richards, you could take a shot. Wendell Carter Jr. 22. This was a blowout. But his minutes are unreliable also. So I can't sit here and say anything about Wendell Carter. His minutes are unreliable. They play Wagner. They play Isaac. They're fucking playing Goga. Like, they're playing 4 fucking centers. I don't know what to tell y'all. Just be ready. If Goga starts, you could take a shot on him, but Orlando centers are unreliable. Wendell Carter's going to start. He's their main center, yes. He should be able to pay off 5.4K, but it's very risky. Listen, I think I'm going to go in and get out of here. Day'Ron Sharpe. If you want to play Day'Ron Sharpe, you can shove him up your ass. No Day'Ron Sharpe for me. Listen, I'm going to go in and get out of here. Appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell. Thumbs up the video. Check out the Patreon linked in the description if you need help with lineups. If you want me to send you any type of finalized lineups right before lock. We also have some lineups in our channel memberships, the gold package or the gold tier. So we have a bronze, silver, gold tier. The gold one has lineup sent to you before lock also. What else? Yeah, that's about it. Appreciate you guys. Hope you had a profitable Wednesday, and I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.